It was 2007. I was just moving into a co-op at the University of California, Berkeley. There was only one other black guy in the whole building. Maybe like a month in, I get a knock on my door at 10 p.m. Open the door. Guess who it is? 6'4", gay black guy. I'm like, fuck is he doing here? And he has a book in his hand. It's a silver book, pink title, and hands it to me. He says, you need to read this. Look at the book. It's called Pimp, Story of My Life by Iceberg Slim. I'm thinking, what is a graduate student, an academic, doing with a book called Pimp by someone named Iceberg Slim, which is not even a real name? And of all things, it was a gay guy giving me a book called Pimp. Seems to add up. Then he told me, he said, as a black man, there's a lot of maneuvering you're going to have to do in life. And this book, more than any book, has taught me how to maneuver. So I just finished it. I want you to check it out. All right. I read the book, and I can say of the many books I've read, it's been one of the most powerful. So I want to share it here with you because I know folks are not really reading nowadays like they should. So I'm going to summarize the relevant points in 10 minutes. And obviously, I know you're not trying to be a pimp, but this also applies to the square world. So I'm going to break down these lessons, excuse the language. First one to start, it reads, quote, a pimp has to have his game tighter on his bottom bitch than on any other bitch in the stable, end quote. What does he mean by that? First, let's break down the words. Pimp, we know what a pimp is. Bitch, by bitch, he means hoe, prostitute. These are synonyms. Stable, that means hoe collection, your collection of hoes. So when he says that a pimp must have his game tighter on his bottom bitch than on any other bitch, he's saying you must have your knowledge of and your strategy the best on this bottom bitch. You must know her very well. What she likes, what she doesn't like, how she feels, what she's thinking, what her goals are, what she's angry about. Because your bottom bitch is the first bitch that came into your stable. Your relationship with her has gone on longer and is stronger than with any other bitch in the stable. Often she's your greatest earner. And if not, she's the one who brought the other bitches into your stable. And being that they share the same job title of bitch or hoe, prostitute, then they have an easier time relating to one another than relating to you. So your number 2, 3, 4 hoe might have a problem or be angry, and she's more likely to go to the bottom bitch than she is to go to you as the leader, as the boss. So you have to strategically have that strong rapport with your bottom bitch so that she brings back to you the knowledge that you need. She lets you know what's going on in the minds of the other hoes. She also is the centerpiece that allows you to better influence the other hoes. How does this apply to the square world? As a manager, you may be managing a team. There may be one person on that team that you have the strongest rapport with. That's your bottom bitch. That's the person who's cool with being honest with you, who can give you honesty without, being scared. And that's the person you can rely on to tell you what the other employees are thinking. Maybe one of them might want to file a complaint with you. And that main person that you have that relationship with, they might tell you, and then you can go talk to that employee before things escalate. They are the person who allows you to exert influence among your employees indirectly. You see? So understanding who is that person you have that strongest relationship with and allowing them to be an influencer among their peers. That is the effect of knowing your bottom bitch well and having your game tight on that bottom bitch. Next lesson. This next lesson I had to paraphrase just to bring it down to size, make it digestible. And it's been paraphrased to the following quotation, which is actually from me. I treat hoes the way they treat a trick. I'm as sweet as the bread, not a drop sweeter. To a pimp, a hoe is a trick, and they gotta pay to play. Here's another one, page 216. All whores have one thing in common. It thrills them when a pimp makes a mistake. Ain't that the truth? And it may just be human nature that people look at leaders, they look at celebrities waiting for you to make a mistake, looking at anyone who appears great, waiting for you to burn down, waiting for you to be exposed. And that's one thing that you have to be able to navigate. And one recommendation I have for you is to always be clear with your whores or your followers or your employees that I'm a saint and a sinner. I am great and I am flawed. Because what you're doing is you're setting expectations. You're letting them know, hey, I'm trying my best out here just like you. I will make mistakes from time to time. But I can tell you that it will thrill them every time you make a mistake. So be ready for them to be, they'll have their mouth watering, waiting for you to fall down. Because unfortunately, man is not noble, and that is the nature of man. And as I say man, I mean mankind. And in the book, he's a pimp, so he deals with whores. He's analyzed whore nature, but I believe this is human nature. What they all have in common is that they are waiting for you to make a mistake. It thrills them. So that means keep your game tight and also set those expectations correctly. And number 3, be ready to handle your failures like a champion. Thank you for taking out the time to hear my review of Pimp, Story of My Life by Iceberg Slim. If you have a book that you'd like me to review that you've read or haven't read or want to read, let me know. I'm all ears. Please take out the time to click that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Share the knowledge. Because I teach these things so that you can apply the relevant parts to your life. Obviously, I don't want you to get into the pimping. Pimping ain't easy. But there are things in this review that will help you with your life. Again, thank you, and have a great day.